Hi, I'm James Minick with Minick Law. We practiced in criminal defense, personal injury, and family law. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about federal DWI. If you're charged with driving under the influence or driving while impaired, and this occurs on Parkway property, potentially you're looking at having a federal charge, a federal driving while impaired charge. In terms of how this translates, this is not something that is handled through state court. It's typically handled at the courthouse, the federal courthouse in the district where the federal park is located, or where the federal property that this occurs on is located. And the handling of the actual case file is typically through what is called the Central Violations Bureau. The Central Violations Bureau is generally, it's not an office that's typically located in the district where the charge occurs, and because of that, it can be a lengthy period of time between kind of being actually charged with the DWI and the timeline that the case actually ends up in federal court, or before you even actually learn of your court date. Most clients that I represent in federal court are not given their real court date by the charging officer on the date of the date of the charge, or upon their release. It is oftentimes months later that they receive notice from the Central Violations Bureau as to what their court appearance required at the federal courthouse when that would occur. A federal DWI is a composite of state and federal law. So a lot of times it's the underlying state laws regarding driving while impaired, or DUI, driving under the influence, that will apply depending on the state that the park property is located in. Federal DWI charges, while maybe incorporating some of the sentencing laws from the state of the where the charge occurs on federal property, but the state where the charge occurs can look very different from state court to federal court. The type of probation that could potentially be imposed, community service or jail time, looks potentially very different depending on whether the case is charged federally or whether it's charged within the state. If you're charged with a federal driving while impaired charge, it is highly recommended to seek legal counsel and try to discuss your charges with an attorney.